Is this the most awkward U.S. Senate campaign ad ever? Former ethics czar running in Minnesota shows actual dumpster fire while he delivers speech sounding like South Park character. A Democratic U.S. Senate hopeful in Minnesota is promising to put out the dumpster fire burning in Donald Trump's Washington, and he burned an actual dumpster to make his point. Richard Painter, a longtime Republican who changed his party registration this year to increase his chance of winning former Senator Al Franken's old seat, launched a campaign ad Sunday night in which he stands in front of one of the giant flaming trash receptacles. Dumpster fire is an overused Washington euphemism for a chaotic, bad news political disaster. Painter's stern delivery reveals a voice that's every bit as unusual as Franken's, leading some Republicans to mock him on Monday. "This is great. Now everyone thinks French Stewart is running for Senate," a Minnesota GOP political operative told DailyMail.com, referring to the third rock from the Sun actor with the goofy nasal twang. Scroll down for video. Fox News Channel opinion columnist Stephen Miller tweeted Monday afternoon that the White House press room was treated to the sound of the spot playing. He called it the Richard Painter Mr. Garrison ad, referring to the Mr. Garrison character on the animated TV show South Park, who also sounds unmistakably like the Democratic Paul. In the ad, a deadly serious Painter grimaces at every step of his "just the facts ma'am" delivery. "Some people see a dumpster fire and do nothing but watch the spectacle," he says, staring into the camera. "Some are too scared to face the danger, or they think it will benefit them if they just let it keep on burning. Others shrug," he continues, literally raising and lowering his shoulders and say, "All this talk about dumpster fires, it's just fake news. There is an inferno raging in Washington, but here in the land of 10,000 lakes, we know how to put out a fire," the Senate hopeful concludes, while a torrent of water cascades into the dumpster from above and extinguishes the blaze. In the 2000s, Painter spent 2 years as President George W. Bush's chief ethics lawyer. But a decade later he accepted a posting as vice chairman of the Liberal Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington organization. Cruz's previous vice chair had been David Brock, the longtime Hillary Clinton operative behind groups like Media Matters for America and 21st Century Bridge. Hinting at his political transformation, Painter tweeted last year that claims of inappropriate sexual touching against Franken, which ultimately drove him to resign, were likely a Roger Stone, Fox set-up job. Painter declared his candidacy this year just in time to qualify for the primary ballot in August as a member of the Democratic Farmer-Labor Party, the state's closest analog to the Democratic National Committee. He aims to knock Tina Smith, the appointed incumbent who took Franken's place in January, out of Congress. Republicans are holding out little hope of snatching the traditionally liberal Senate seat. But the GOP strategist told DailyMail.com, "We, Minnesota, brought you Governor Jesse Ventura. Don't forget that. Anything can happen."